Hello YouTube, how are you? Today I'm doing another English video, and this is going to be the 25 Facts About Me challenge. I've seen some other YouTubers do this, and I think it's quite fun, and it's a good way for you to get to know me better. So here are 25 random facts about me. Some of them are funny, some of them are a bit weird maybe, and some of them are just random. So here we go. Fact number 1. I am 174 centimeters tall, and right now I weigh about 53 kilograms. Fact number 2. My worst subject in school was math. Always. I just completely sucked at math. Fact number 3. My lucky number is 22. Fact number 4, I started playing clarinet when I was 13, and right after my first lesson, right after I'd learned how to make a sound come out of this instrument, I went home and I put on the first CD that I found, and the first song that came on was Sick and Tired by Anastasia. That was, I think, back in 2004 or 5, and I started teaching myself how to play Sick and Tired by ear. And the next week, I went back to my teacher and I played it to him, and he was pretty impressed because I did nail that song. But fact number 5 is a thing that I didn't nail, which was my driving test. I failed my practical driving test 2 times, and I would have failed it a 3rd time if I hadn't started crying and telling everyone how bad my life was, and then they kind of just let me pass. But till this day, I'm not a very good driver. I don't own a car. I haven't driven a car in, I think, almost 2 years. I'm not sure if I would even still dare to get behind a steering wheel, but even back when I was driving, I was not a very safe driver. Fact number 6, I am actually a trained cook and server, but it's not something I would ever consider doing for a living. Fact number 7, I can bend both my thumbs at a rather unnatural angle. I don't know if you can tell. Fact number 8, I can count to 3 with my tongue. Okay, this is disgusting. And now I forgot which number of facts we're on, but anyway, my dad's ancestors came from Bavaria, and my mom's ancestors came from the formerly German-speaking part of the Czech Republic. I love swimming, but I won't go in the water if the temperature's anything below 26 degrees Celsius. My favorite food ever is probably pasta with salmon sauce, but only the salmon sauce that I make myself, because I have my special little recipe that I love. My favorite actor is Russell Crowe, because I just think he's a badass actor. I loved him in A Beautiful Mind, and also in Gladiator, and also in Les Miserables, which is a rather unpopular opinion, I think. But anyway, my Hogwarts house is Gryffindor. I know that's pretty boring, but it actually is Gryffindor, and I'm pretty proud of it too. I was once stopped by the police in a car at Boston Logan Airport because I was driving in the wrong direction. Yeah, I know. But nothing happened because I just suddenly didn't speak English anymore, and I didn't know anything anymore, and I was just the most stupid person ever. So I basically told them that I'm a complete failure, so they let me off the hook. Sometimes you just gotta do that, you know. I collect tea. Any kind of tea. Black tea, white tea, green tea, herbal tea. I have a huge tea collection, and I do drink tea a lot. I actually suffer from a rather rare phobia, which is called podophobia. It's the fear of drinking alcohol or being in the presence of people who drink alcohol. So I never drink, and I feel very, very uncomfortable around people who drink. Not if we're like out for dinner and they drink one glass of wine or one beer. But when I'm around people who are drinking because they want to get drunk, who play drinking games, for example, that's when I feel really, really uncomfortable and I get really panicky. I just want to get out of there. That's why I never go to parties or dance clubs or anything where there's any drunk people. I just completely freak out. I get anxiety attacks and it's really not funny at all. I also have an immense phobia of blood and needles. I can't see blood. If I watch a movie where there's any blood, I will faint. I've kind of gotten accustomed to drawing blood because of my hormone therapy, but it's still a very uncomfortable thing for me to do. I also suffer from social anxiety, which was really, really bad when I was a teenager, and now it's gotten a bit better. It is only triggered in certain situations, and most of the time I can kind of calculate when these situations will occur and just try to avoid them. And I also try to push myself a bit to get out and to be with people and be in social situations, even in larger groups of people. But sometimes I still feel my social anxiety peaking in certain situations. If you've ever listened to any of my non-trance songs, the song Friend Zone and Bridges That You Burned and one more song that I didn't publish yet are all about the same person, and I did get over her in the end. But those songs are still there. I wrote a musical when I was 11. It was called The Chocolate King, and it was about a boy named Max who had a dream that he was ruling over this chocolate land where everything was chocolate, and he went on a journey in a hot air balloon, and then he crashed in a jungle and met a kangaroo, and they became friends. Yeah, the musical actually did have 5 or 6 songs that I still remember how to play, and my sister was supposed to play the lead character. It was a one-character piece, but unfortunately, the thing never saw the light of day because we kept fighting during rehearsals until we gave up. I listen to a lot of different musical genres, but I think my favorite one to listen to is Seattle Grunge. I've actually read Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. I read it in English and I totally loved it because I think the language was beautiful. I think it's a great book. Even though it's a romance novel, but it's a really well-written book. I love traveling, and I especially enjoy big cities. My favorite cities in the world where I've been so far are Vienna, where I live, London, and New York City. My favorite color is a very, very dark shade of red, kind of like the Gryffindor red, kind of like this what I'm wearing right now, and most of my apartment is covered in red. Like red carpets, red curtains, red everything. A goal I'd like to reach by the time I'm 40 is having found something to make money on the side, like making money with music, or maybe writing a book, or maybe doing activism work where I can actually earn some money from it, in order to be able to cut back on working hours. Because I'm working a full-time job at a kindergarten now, and it's very exhausting, and I don't want to give it up entirely, but I would love to be able to work at the kindergarten half-time and then do something else in my private time that I love and where I can make some money from it so I can afford to live with only a half-time job at a kindergarten. Yeah, those were 25 facts about me. If you enjoyed this, leave a thumbs up. If you want to share any random facts about yourself, do so below in the comments section. And I will see you soon for more videos. Until then, all the best, and bye.